All right. Today, we are going to try to run some fuel line. So, we've got some existing lines down here that we are going to follow back. We're going to trace them, basically. We're going to feed this guy down through here, right? So what the hell does this thing go to? What do any of these wires go to? Okay. Check for spiders, snakes, and scorpions. That is an important part of the process. Okay. I think we're pretty good. Don't see any. Ooh, that's a lot of spider webs, though. Very cool. Cool. Those look fairly new as well. Cool. All right. Wiggity whack. Okay, that's... So one of these fuel lines is the correct fuel line. But which one? I found it. All right. There's the boat. Right. Oh. Dang. Okay, so what we got is that boat. Right. Cheer. So we gotta unbolt her, give her a little wiggly woo, and then undo these. There's like 12 fucking things I have to undo. And then worst of all, the drive shaft is gonna have to come down a little bit because I gotta unbolt it there, unbolt the support, the brace, so that I can get to the rest of these fucking things. My goodness. And then it just extends on down the line. But now, we'll try. Oh God. This is my nipple inches. Is this a 10? Yes, it is. Okay. Let's see if we can reach that bolt from the top. Yes. And it's a 10. Okay, good. Oh. I have to excuse my heavy breathing. I'm currently dying. No big deal. Lefty Lucy, yeah, but still gonna be easier to reach from down there, isn't it? Okay. Well, play the end of the card game. It's a fun game. Sure it won't end in disaster. That's not a good sign. We're gonna put you right down there, right down here. We're gonna hope that you can see anything that I'm doing. Ow! What the fuck was that? Sure do hate working like this. There we go. What is going on? What is this, an 11? I don't understand. I haven't erased my hand through like 6 spider webs is particularly unnerving. I'll be honest, I don't even know what this one is. There we go. Now you folks tell me if a spider's about to murder me. Okay, that's your job. Boom. Yes. Okay. That's one down. Next up is that one up there. Don't forget to put that there. I really hate working on the fuel system. Honestly, it's a little nerve-wracking to be underneath the car like this. I have 4 jack stands and it's still freaking me out. You know? Okay. I'll put that with the other one. Boom. Alright, I think we're gonna need a regular spanner. My guy isn't gonna fit in there. I'll be right back. I'll get started without me. Ugh. Okay, I'm back. Did you miss me? Of course you did. Okay. This one. Much less drama at this point. Much easier. Okay. Just so you know, I am wearing eye protection and my goggles have fogged up so much that I can't see a damn thing. Okay. Now we're at like relatively reasonable things to take off. Whoop. That's a nice noise. God damn it. I want to save my ears, so okay. This GoPro gets really freaking hot when it's recording. Jeez. Now this is the real bastard. We can't take this off without dropping the wind chime here. But what we can do is get everything else off and then put a jack underneath here. Jack it up so that it's supported. Is that even? There we go. Okay. You can see I already removed that other clip at one previous attempt. There we go. Once again, Please excuse me as I fumble around. So I can't see a damn thing. Okay, that leaves that guy down there. Huh? Not fun. Not a fun exercise. This would be 100 times easier on a lift. I hate crawling around on my ass. Okay. Oh, these guys are pretty loosey-goosey. That's good. Okay, now the unfortunate reality, thinking about it, okay, the unfortunate reality here is that this is a little bit too soft to bend in form and then insert. I thought about pulling out the existing stuff and then like kind of matching the bends here to the bends there. But it's honestly, this copper nickel stuff is, it's awesome because it's all easy to bend and it's doesn't rust or anything, but it's annoying because it's easy to bend. Very easy to bend. So I'm going to pull it through. You can see I've curled it up like this. I'm going to pull it through to the back, push it up the hole where the fuel line goes, and then we'll just have to kind of bend it in place. I've got a bender. I don't know if it'll work very well with that in that tight of a space, but I don't really know what other options I got. So worst case scenario, it doesn't work and we just put the fuel lines over the hood. That should be fine, right? Yeah, totally fine. This is our nice new fuel tank. It's not going in today. But we'll be going in soon. And this guy is our fuel feed line. So we'll push it down so it bends a little bit. We can see which one it is from underneath. What the heck? Nope. I didn't plan that. I just kind of pushed it down here, so that's kind of cool. Oh, that's actually... Well, that's not... Well, that's not convenient. Great. Nothing quite like a little fucking dust in your face. There's a brake line, so it goes under the brake line. Super convenient. Ugh. There we go. Can I see? Uh-oh. Yes, I can see what I'm doing. There was a little bit of fuel in there. I hope that's fuel and not brake juice. Yep. Smells like it, at least. Stupid things you don't want to get all over yourself. Category A. Shitty old fuel. Alright. Let's take a glance how much I got all over the place. Oh god, that smells way worse than it is. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a few droplets. Definitely thought it was more. And we have some pipe bending to do. Now I do have a tool for the big stuff, for like the complicated bends. But most of this isn't too crazy. And I think we're gonna be okay with just some pushing and pulling and all that razzmatazz. So, to get started, we gotta do the difficult ones. The difficult ones are always the worst, you know, like, you don't want to save those for last. And then later on, you're like, well, I'm screwed there. So, we gotta pick an end, really, to move from. We gotta move either from the front to the back, or the back to the front. Now, the back is much easier to work with. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna go to the back and just ease up the line into the trunk. And then we're gonna, once that's in the trunk, we'll slowly start at the front and make our way back. We just wanna make sure we have enough space, like enough tube, enough fuel line to reach the whole way. I really hate that it's this close. I mean, this is, you know, of course, I get it, like, there's limited space, but I hate that it's this close to the drive shaft. But this is what we're working on, working with. So, again, going to the back, I'm gonna pull the line up into the trunk just so we know it's long enough to reach. And then once we've got enough length for sure, back and forth, we'll start at the front, start bolting things back together, slowly bend this pipe into place, and then hope beyond hope that we can don't kink the line. And basically everything in life is easier if you have a buddy to help you. But it's the pandemic, so we don't. But what we gotta do is we gotta get our line to come up right here. Right up through here to replace this one, which is now not very useful. So let's disconnect this guy, or what remains of him. I need a wrench for that probably, which I cleverly put down here, or didn't. Ah, dang it. There we go. Yep. There we go. Okay, so very important. I've kept the little cap up on here so that don't get any gunk in the fuel line. No one wants a gunky fuel line. That rubber grommet is not made for this size, so we're just gonna have to ease her on through. Ease her on through. Just gotta give her a good old ease with your fist, you know. Jeez. There we go. See, just goes right up in there. Okay, so what I've cleverly done in my infinite wisdom here is I've slightly kinked the line. Now, I did use the bender. I have a legitimate pipe bender. Love to show you that, but you know, things are falling apart. But I do have a pipe bender, and I did use it, but it still kinked it a little bit. I'm not happy about it, but I don't think it's gonna be a problem because this is actually a larger fuel line than what I took out, and we're not increasing the horsepower, displacement, or anything in the engine. It's just gonna be stock mostly. Oh, there's my pipe bender right here. Didn't work so good. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is come down here. I've been massaging most of this stuff by hand. And what I'm trying to do right now, is get this guy in place up there. So this is the back. So once we've got this in place, we should be able to work away from the front to this point. And you know what? I know I said I was going to work my way from the front to the back, but kind of already worked my way from the back to the front, huh? So I guess we'll just do that. Here we go. Here's numero dos. Oop. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. Here's numero dos. There we go. That's on. That'll be... it's not going on much higher than that. It's starting to bend the other piece. Okay. Okay. Now where were we? Trying to decide. Oh god, that's the jack. Okay. Don't lean on that. Trying to decide what to do. Okay. I just gotta... don't do that. That's not how you're supposed to bend these, but damned if I know how else to do it, so... Yep, definitely glad I put eye protection on. Getting chunks the size of a horse on my face. Okay. Not really the right size for this. I don't have a thing for that. Well, remind me to come find the thing for that later on. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. Moving on to where we have a little bit more sunlight as well. Get out of the way, drive shaft. What the fuck? Wow. Well, by the time we get there, there'll be so many crimps, it won't work. That's my plan, to reduce fuel consumption, pass my smog emissions tests. Just don't have any fuel going to the carburetor. It's pretty good progress. Actually, I've got almost everything bolted together now, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut my fuel line. I'm gonna do that. Let's see if I can somehow equalize my... to do that, I'm gonna use this little pipe cutter. We're gonna come down here. So we're basically just spinning this guy. Let me tighten it a bit. I spin it till it spins right, nice and easy. I tighten it a little bit more. You just do this a lot. There we go. What the heck? Oh, come on. That's annoying. There we go. There's a little leftover nubbin. And now, ordinarily, you probably want to take a file out of this guy and file him down. All right, well, I'm out here practicing my double flares. So I do have a kit for it. I've got all my little files out. I only have small ones. I don't know why. That's just what I got. So, yeah. Put this together. You can see I've been cutting up my remaining hose and trying, like the Dickens, to crimp it together. So after I get it all clamped up, I kind of bevel the inside a little bit with the file, which isn't too hard because it's soft metal, which is nice. So it makes it a little bit easier to work with. So there we go. I just bevel it out a little bit. Deeper it on top, maybe. And then is our beveling tool, not beveling tool, our flaring tool. So I'm gonna pull this out Almost. Come on. There we go. Line it up. I've had mixed success here, so this is like the 5th time I've tried this. I've gotten slightly better. You can tell the last one didn't go too well. It didn't go too well. So, we'll see. Now, luckily, as I said before, this is soft metal, so you don't actually need to vise this, which is good because I'm not doing it inside the actual... I mean, I'm doing it inside the actual car when I do it, so... I mean, this is not easy, but it's not impossible. Ouch. Okay, so that is flat. I'm gonna give it just a... Make sure it's nice and tight. There we go. Okay. So now that we got that guy down, we're hoping for a bubble, and not a crappy one like this, but like an actually good bubble. So let's undo it. Nope. Is it great? No. But is it a single bubble flare? Yes. And that's the first closest thing to a success that I've had. So we're gonna try and finish that flare up by putting it back in here, clamping her, nice and tight, tightening that down. See what we get. Doesn't have to be the whole way in. There we go. Come on out. There we go. It worked. Now, I've had a lot of failures, so this terrible double flare that no professional would ever be satisfied with. Makes me feel really good. I'm gonna go get more water and see if I can't replicate this a couple times, and if I can get it so that I can replicate it several times, I'll feel comfortable enough to do it to actual fuel line in the car. Coming out here again, I am very, very glad that I did a whole bunch of practice, because, man, it's not gonna be easy to reach. It's gonna be a pain to work in there, and knowing that I can do this already helps a lot. We're just gonna be at a disadvantage here a little bit, but it's gonna be the same procedure. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna clamp this guy on, and we're gonna even out the side we're gonna be working on, right? So that we can make sure we have a nice flat place to start from. It has to be flat. Preparation is a major part of this, you know. I know people say that a lot, but wow, the difference in result from when I was good at preparing it and to not knowing what I was doing while I was preparing it was remarkable. You know, I mean, like, just get goofy looking bends and stuff before. So now, make sure everything's nice and flat. Looks correct. Just gonna take our time. We'll just do it and see what the hell happens. It feels like it did pretty well. I'm gonna stop there because that's pretty tight and flush. That's not the whole way in. I don't want to go the whole way in. I feel like that's going to crush things too much. Tap her loose. There we go. Yeah, that's not great. It's not the worst one. Let's see what it looks like when we bend it in. That teardrop shape. I don't like it, but it may bend out in the wash. Oh, I think it worked. Oh God, yes. Oh man, I saw that teardrop. I was kind of freaking out, but that's good enough for me. Okay, right. Forgot that's very tight. Of course, it's down tight. That makes sense. And there's our slightly suspect double flare. Yeah, it's pretty unpleasant. Let's spin this around so you're looking at it from this end. That'll be a fun angle. You'll love it. Probably not. Okay. I'm gonna give this guy the same little spritzer sprue. Put our solid end on here. So it's 5/16. This is where to file it down. Make sure it's flush. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. This is actually, oh, this is actually the end that was, yeah, this is already flush. This is the end that was straight off the press, hot off the presses. I'm gonna, yeah, that's perfectly flat. I was wondering, I was like, how did that get so good? I'm gonna bevel the inside. Okay, take it out, bevel the outside. Okay. Okay, I can actually see a little bit on this one, so I can see we're a little bit off center there. See if I can correct it. Scooch this guy around a little bit. Last one. Be good to me, please. Okay. Oh, it looks like it worked. Oh, man. Yes. Yes. Okay. And now the final part, which is not super scary and awful, and that's the second flare. Okay. And this guy usually goes nice and smoothly. You don't want to push it in too tight because then it'll ruin the metal, but I think we did it. Okay, damn it. That doesn't make any damn sense. Oh, yes. Yes. Boom. Okay. That is a huge relief. I've now got the fuel hose coming up at a reasonable place. All of our straps are on except for this one down at the bottom that I'm going to leave off for a few until everything's in place. And I'm ready to put on my nice new fuel filter. I went to take the old one off and everything snapped. It's just, this thing is borked. Okay. That's a goofy looking connection. And that's that. A very clumsy fuel install. But clumsy or not, it's installed. Now we go to the back. Take a look at how we're gonna attach the rest of the system. Now, here's our fuel doozle, and let me move that around. There we go. This guy right here, we gotta go into the pump, which sticks up. So we're gonna give it a little bit more space here. We're gonna get the line to go on that, and then we'll install the fuel pump. Maybe not today, not sure. Depends on how I'm feeling, but for now, I'm gonna take a break. Got some successes under my belt. Thumbs up.